Chief Minister Nongthombam Bireen attends Paumei Thauni Festival 2023 at Paibung Kulen village in Senapati district, stresses oneness of Manipur. Migrant workers depress wages of native laborers at venues where Amit Shah is scheduled to attend functions during his Manipur visit, says sources. Centre sanctions rupees 760.16 crore for widening of Imphal-Jiribam section of National Highway 37 to 2-lane with paved soldier. And Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee demands Nephew Rio-led United Democratic Alliance government to resign, hand over resignation to Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Hello and welcome. You're watching IS English News and I'm Ruby Wongkai with you. Now, before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister Nongthombam Bireen received rousing welcome with traditional trumpets and ululations from villagers of Paibung Kulen village in Senapati district upon his arrival to participate in the Paumei Thauni Festival 2023 today. The 3-day-long festival began on January 4th and will conclude on January 6th. Addressing the gathering on the second day of the ongoing festival, held on the theme Sustaining Culture, Chief Minister N. Bireen said, quote, "We are one," and highlighted the recent celebrations at Makhel and the significance of the Makhel Heritage Park. He said that the state government is striving relentlessly for ensuring unity and equal development in the state and further sought support and cooperation of the public. Bireen spoke briefly on his relation with the Paumei community and recalled his early days as a Neruka player. He lauded the community for their discipline, hard work and traditional values and said there is harmony and cordial relations among the communities of the state. Speaking on the benefits of introducing the Go to Hill and Go to Village schemes, Bireen said that Senapati district has witnessed a huge change over the past few years. He mentioned about the construction of Imam Market, installation of open gyms, trauma center, blood bank, oxygen plant, etc. He also highlighted ongoing projects like indigenous sports complex, amusement park, astroturf installation at the district headquarters. He also stressed on the government's effort on war on drugs and to bring an end to corruption. Bireen also lauded and thanked the Paumei community for their immense support and response to the war on drugs. Noting that more people are practicing terrace cultivation instead of jhum cultivation, he informed that the state government is making efforts to expedite process of encouraging terrace cultivation. The Chief Minister also unveiled a monolith of the village. Cultural dance performances, fire making, whooping by Paibung Union, release of souvenir, greetings from civil organization, and folk tunes were highlights of the inaugural function. Works Minister Govindas Kontojam, Tribal Affairs and Hills Minister Letpao Haukip, CAF and PD Minister L. Susindro, MP Dr. Lorho S. Fuze, Karong MLA J. Kumusha, Mao MLA Losi Diko and officials took part in the event. Stalls have been put up to exhibit local products from Purul Rosofi, Jingmai Kuno, Purul Akutpa, Makamai, Lai, Koide, Tingba Kulen, Maiba, Simai, Ngari Raidu Laumai, Kodom Kulen, Ngari Kulen, Kamsom, Puba, Taiwan Songdo, and Paibung Kulen.
deforestation she parks and tokte jung cultivation ni mota stress cultivation to budon ui mase yamna encourage hoy ekoi government asu hojik si shifting jung cultivation to bugi mota stress cultivation si da ko emphasis pin na ba masida da farmers sing da kana ba pin na ba loan pin na ba singi facility provide tong na ba na ko scheme ma kan sema ka kan honori greenery mayam ma senapati area gi state da uba phange aduga paumoi gi sil nauk sina war on drugs da lobby gi ba response ekoi paumoi ta ba area ma ta da adugumba poppy plantation to we are paumai sing taba area sing da koi illegal drug business to we are guy then lobby rakhiba madugi media da lakhiba aduga ai office ta pb rakhiba letters ai huji phawba ai thammi aduga madugi damakta ai paumai gi silna mayam punang koi hanan thagachari mamangi sahi manga da makhal amatagi irang laitana ban blockade strike laitana ing laikhiba prithvi gi miyam na bharat gi miyam na manipur gi miyam thagale aduna emona ai mayam dagi cooperation love aduga support nizari lakador basahi manga sida waloriba sing amadi tamani makta anywhere jaga jaga da sang kanda awat men khadda bi khudong saba sab manana sakotro porong na bi khudong sabdo mayam na ingonda pinabiu.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah will visit Manipur on Friday, January 6 to inaugurate various projects worth rupees 300 crore. The projects include Olympian Park and the hoisting of the tricolour at the INA headquarters, Moirang. The town Moirang in Bishnupur district has a special place in the history of India's freedom struggle. It was at Moirang that the flag of the Indian National Army was first unfurled on April 14, 1944. Shah will lay the foundation stone for a project worth rupees 1,000 crore, informed Biren Singh. The Chief Minister said the Union Home Minister will also hand out awards to all the poppy farmers who have adopted alternatives. Highlighting the state's achievement in the curbing poppy farming, Biren said that the area of poppy cultivation in Manipur have drastically reduced to 1,100 acres from 6,742 acres. The Olympic Park at Sangaitail Hillock, Imphal West District, will be the first of its kind in the Northeast. It houses statues of state Olympians. The park will also accommodate statues of any state sportsperson participating in the Olympics in the future. Manipur is also setting up a training center at the park in consultation with Samsung, for which the necessary machines are expected to arrive by January 15th. Meanwhile, preparations for the visit by Amit Shah are underway on a war footing. Sources say the migrant workers have depressed the wages of native laborers at the venues where Amit Shah is scheduled to attend functions during his Manipur visit. In order to improve the working and living conditions of native workers and their families, the government needs to implement a comprehensive strategy, the sources said. They also suggested that the state government should have deployed local laborers for the preparations made for Amit Shah's visit to the state. However, some local women workers were found being engaged at one of the venues. Union Home Minister Amit Shah today arrived in Agartala on one-day visit. The Union Home Minister was accorded a warm welcome by Chief Minister of Tripura, Dr. Manik Saha, and other top BJP functionaries upon his arrival. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, after flagging of Jana Bishwas Yatra, which marks the beginning of the poll campaign of the BJP for the assembly elections in Tripura at Dharmanagar in North Tripura district, appealed to the people of the state to vote the BJP for a second term in Tripura. He claimed that voting the BJP to power for a second straight term in Tripura is essential so as welfare and developmental works in the state continues without any hindrance. Addressing a massive rally, Amit Shah said the BJP government in Tripura brought transparency in governance. He said that over the past 5 years, the BJP government in Tripura worked for all sections of the society, which made a visible change in Tripura. Union Home Minister Amit Shah also flagged off another yatra at Sabrum in South District of Tripura as part of BJP's poll campaign. It may be stated that assembly elections in the state are due early next year. The Rath Yatra, termed as Jana Viswas Yatra by the ruling party, aims to win the confidence of the voters. The central government has sanctioned rupees 760.16 crore for widening of Imphal-Jiribam sections of National Highway 37 to 2-lane with paved soldier. The road stretched from near Nungkao village under Tamenlong district to near Jiribam bridge under Jiribam district PKG7 in Manipur will be widened to 2-lane. Union Road Transport and Highway Minister Nitin Gadkari made the announcement in a series of tweets. The Union Minister said that the project has been sanctioned on EPC mode with a budget of rupees 760.16 crore. Announcing the same, Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirin said that it is a great news for Manipur as the widening of Imphal-Jiribam sections of NH37 to 2-lane with paved soldier has been sanctioned with a budget of rupees 760.16 crore. He also expressed immense gratitude to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Minister Nitin Gadkari for their continuous support to the state for its welfare and development. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee has demanded that the Nefurio-led United Democratic Alliance government in the state resign and hand over the resignation to Union Home Minister Amit Shah during his visit to the state on January 6 if it is serious about the solution to the Naga political issue. Addressing a press conference at Congress Bhavan here, NPCC President K. Terry argued that no solution can be arrived at under the Rio-led government. He alleged that Chief Minister and NSCN IM General Secretary T.H. Muiva, who are hand in glove, do not have a political solution to the Naga issue. He asserted that if the Nefurio is serious about a political solution, he should resign and demand the Prime Minister and Union Home Minister to implement the solution as the Naga peace talk concluded on October 31st, 2019. He added that it is time to decide whether the people of Nagaland want a political solution to the Naga issue or elections to the State Assembly due in February-March this year. The PCC chief also said it is also time to be realistic and practical. He said the state's Congress demand is in the interest of the people of the state. Theory further alleged that all the 60 MLAs of Nagaland, including 20 from Eastern Nagaland, are responsible for the backwardness of Eastern Nagaland, which comprises 6 districts among 16 districts of the state. He added that they are indecisive about the Naga issue and Frontier Nagaland. In view of the Union Home Minister Amit Shah's Manipur visit on January 6th, the state government has prohibited operation of drones and unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, in 3 districts of the state, namely Imphal West, Bishnupur and Churachandpur district, where Union Home Minister Amit Shah is scheduled to visit. In Imphal West district, the operation of drones and UAVs are prohibited from the Imphal International Airport to Kangla Park and other key areas of Imphal city, including Classic Grande, from 4:30 p.m. today till the Union Home Minister's departure. While the Bishnupur district magistrate in and order stated that there would be a no-fly zone for drone and UAVs within 1 kilometer radius area of National Highway 2 stretch from Torbung to INA headquarters Moirang, Chengai Lampak Moirang, and also National Highway 2 stretch from Chengai Lampak to Ngangkha Lawai helipad ground till the time of the Union Home Minister's departure. Similarly, the district magistrate of Churachandpur also imposed ban on using of drones and UAVs in the area around Churachandpur Medical College and the whole route to be taken by the Union Home Minister from helipad 36AR headquarters went through IB Road, Tipai Muk Road from Churachandpur College to Police Station and Tidim Road from Police Station to Kangwai. It mentioned that the same will remain in effect till the time of departure of the Home Minister. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is scheduled to arrive at Imphal on board an Indian Air Force plane on January 6th. He will visit Imphal West, Bisnupur and Churachandpur district, where he is slated to inaugurate a slew of projects during his two-day visit to the state. Fears over the impact of the new Omicron subvariant BF.7 variant have risen in the country after several cases were detected in various countries. In view of the threat posed by the Omicron COVID-19 variant, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has advised people to wear a proper mask, maintain social distancing at public places and take both doses of COVID vaccine to ward off the virus. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases in India are increasing with a slight margin. India reported 185 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infection took the country's total caseload to over 4.46 crore, while active coronavirus caseload has dropped to 2,554, which accounts for 0.01% of the total cases. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,710, with 3 new deaths reported in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,46,055, with 201 recoveries in the last 24 hours. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.81%. Over 220.12 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 66 crore 68 lakh, while more than 67,04,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 63 crore 85 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Now let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Ana Layengi office ki thabak amadi koi bachat pada India ki konung New Delhi da laifam laitaba ki awaba koklagani Delhi airport kayam naknana lairiba Mahipalpur da Manipur miyam ki damakta laizare Hotel Ambrosia laifam gi oina lupa lising amadagi hauraga pung kunmari pickup amadi drop ki taxi service laigani restaurant service ka loinana tongan ba khudong chaba kaya phangbigani Vishal Mega Mart Ambience Mall, DLF Mall amadi irap laptana nungairaba mafam kaya yobada khudong charaba mafam amani ngasi ma contact tawbirau Hotel Ambrosia A217 Road number 6 Mahipalpur phone number 9643504772.
Welcome back. Noni Battalion of Assam Rifle, under the aegis of Headquarters 22 Sector Assam Rifles and Inspector General Assam Rifles E, celebrated Gangai Festival yesterday at Lubanglung village. The festival was celebrated with the locals of Lubanglung village with the aim to recapitulate the cultural heritages and enlighten the younger generations about the festival. Gangai is the festival of Zelendrong community, celebrated to worship Tingkau Rawang, the supreme god, as an extension of religious belief of followers of the Tingkau Rawang Chapriak. Tingkau Rawang Chapriak means the religion of Tingkau Rawang. The cultural celebration of the festival includes singing, dancing, etc. This profound religious tradition is preserved and practiced through oral traditions by the ancient ages. The World Health Organization has accused China of underrepresenting the severity of its COVID outbreak and criticized its narrow definitions of what constitutes a COVID death, as top global health officials urge Beijing to share more data about the explosive spread. WHO expressed concern about the risk to life in China and has reiterated the importance of vaccination, including booster doses, to protect against hospitalization, severe disease, and death. The country only lists those COVID patients who succumbed with respiratory failure as having died of COVID. According to figures released on the Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention website, in the 2 weeks prior to January 4th, China reported fewer than 20 deaths from local COVID cases. WHO officials who have grappled with China's tight control of data access throughout the pandemic have become increasingly vocal in their calls for reliable information as a major outbreak rips across China's urban center in the wake of an abrupt relaxation of disease control last month. The surge in cases in a country of 1.4 billion has also raised global concerns about the potential emergence of a new variant and of China's level of monitoring and sharing data. A number of economies have implemented COVID testing requirements for travelers from China, citing a dearth of data on strains circulating there. Meanwhile, China insisted it has been transparent with the international community about its COVID data as it hit back against World Health Organization criticism that its tally of virus deaths was understating the true scale of its outbreak. More than a dozen countries have imposed fresh COVID rule on visitors from China in the wake of the outbreak, requiring all arrivals to submit negative virus tests, with some screening wastewater from flight arriving from the world's most populous nation. Pope Francis paid tribute to his predecessor, former Pope Benedict XVI, in a funeral at St. Peter's Square in Vatican City, marked by pomp and tradition. The funeral marked the first occasion in modern times that a pontiff has presided over the funeral of his predecessor. Benedict, the first pontiff in almost 600 years to resign his position rather than hold the office for life, died at age 95 on December 31st at a monastery in Vatican City. Dignitaries and religious leaders lined the square, which can sit approximately 60,000 people, for the ceremony. Prime Minister Petr Fiala of the Czech Republic was among those in attendance. Benedict was named Pope Emeritus during the funeral. Benedict's coffin will then be transported through the Basilica and the Vatican crypt for the burial in the first tomb of John Paul II. Benedict was elected Pope in April 2005 following John Paul II's death. He firmly fought against pedophilia and crimes committed by members of the clergy against minor or vulnerable persons, continually calling the church to conversion, prayer, penance, and purification. His death prompted tributes from political and religious leaders, including U.S. President Joe Biden, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, and Dalai Lama. Now the sports news. In cricket, rejuvenated India will face Sri Lanka in the second T20 International of the 3-match series in Pune today. Hardik Pandya-led side will eye to seal the series at the Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium tonight at 7. Team India's wicket-keeper batter Sanju Samson has been ruled out of the remaining 2 matches due to a knee injury. Jitesh Sharma has been selected as the replacement. Team India are in high spirit after winning the first match by 2 runs in a nail-biting finish in Mumbai on January 3rd. Prior to this, India won a 1-0 series against New Zealand in their last T20, and the new-look squad will be hoping to keep the momentum rolling. The series will provide India with the opportunity to consider its alternatives and develop a fresh ideology in the format under a new leader. The third match of the series will be played on Saturday in Rajkot. Now the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongthom Bireng attends Paumei Thauni Festival 2023 at Pai Bungkulen village in Senapati district, stresses oneness of Manipur. Migrant workers depress wages of native laborers at venues where Amit Shah scheduled to attend function during his Manipur visit, says sources. Centre sanctions rupees 760.16 crore for widening of Imphal-Jiribam sections of National Highway 37 to 2-lane with paved soldiers. And Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee demands nephew Rio lets United Democratic Alliance government to resign, hand over resignation to Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Now that is all we have for now. Thank you for watching IS News. Keep watching IS News.